And we are back. The time now 5:44. The latest developments now in the J.C. Dugard case and the investigation of her admitted captors, Philip and Nancy Garrido. Here's what we know at this hour. Police say they have found now a small bone fragment on the property next door to the Garrido home. We'll be talking more about that throughout the morning. Also, county inspectors have condemned Garrido's home. They're telling people to stay away. More on why in just a moment. And meanwhile, a woman who was kidnapped and raped by Garrido 23 years ago is now speaking out about her experience. We'll hear more from her throughout the morning. But first, searchers found that bone fragment at that home next door to Philip Garrido, the man, of course, accused of keeping J.C. Dugard captive for the past 18 years. Could it be evidence of another crime? Well, that's what police are looking into this morning. KRON 4's Teresa Stasio has the latest.
Here at the Garrido home in Antioch, take a look at the front door. See that red tag right there? County inspectors have now condemned the home, deeming it unsafe due to substandard structures and buildings as well as junkyard conditions. Inspectors slapped the tag on early Monday morning. Also early in the day, a fresh set of searchers arrived to comb through Garrido's home, as well as the house next door. Officials say that Philip Garrido had access to the home in 2005 and 06, when the elderly owner was moved to a facility. The current tenant is not a suspect. See that red shed right there? Garrido reportedly lived there for a while. Specially trained teams dug around the area. Tents were erected to block viewing. Officials say that they are looking into the possibility that Garrido may be linked to several unsolved murders in the area. As the hours unfolded, you could hear aggressive digging. In fact, hours later, when the tents were taken away and this large hole in the ground. At a news conference, law enforcement officials revealed that they found a bone fragment. It's unknown whether the bone is human or not. Tests could take several weeks. Officials say that they have now wrapped up the search of the Garrido home as well as the neighbors, but that could change at any moment if new evidence surfaces in this case. In Antioch, Teresa Stasio, KRON 4 News.
Meanwhile, a former beauty salon manager who used Philip Garrido's printing business for 7 years said that in that time he had to communicate with Garrido and J.C. on a regular basis. She spoke with KRON 4 yesterday about Garrido's, as she calls it, strange behavior and J.C. Dugard's personality. Take a listen.
There was an occasion when he came in and he had a different kind of, he was different that night that he came in, and he was excited to share, number one, that he was going to have a CD done. He was going to start singing Christian music, and out of nowhere he sang a song and kind of threw everybody off in the salon because he had a really powerful voice to where it could shake wherever he was. That's the kind of voice Philip had. He had a very strong voice. He just sang out of nowhere. And then I said, wow, you know, that's great, Philip, congratulations. And then he said, but that's not the only thing. I have something that's going to make me very rich one day. I said, really? And he said that he's working on this project that everyone around the world is going to want to invest in, especially people at war, for interrogation of prisoners. And I said, really? Now, what is that? He says that people that were interrogating would be able to read that person's mind and control that person's mind by asking certain questions. And he said, and that would make him very rich one day.
Well, we're going to have more on this case throughout the morning, so stay tuned to that. Also, our website, KRON4.com. Any new developments in this case, we're posting there. There's a special section with all of that information. All right, 5:48 is the time. Let's get over to the weather department now, change the topic, talk about the forecast for today on this Tuesday. And for that, we say good morning to Drew Harmon. Hey, Drew.
Hey, good morning, James. And looking at a mild forecast, a pretty easygoing and a mild way to wrap up the week as we head into and 63 at the coast. So pretty pleasant and mild for the Labor Day weekend. It's 5:49 on the KRON 4 Morning News. Let's get a check on traffic with George.
And we'll start with Traffic Tracker for a look at the ride in the South Bay, where traffic appears to be doing pretty well. We have problems reported there, and at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, no backup for your westbound ride. James?
All right, George, thank you much. 5:51 the time. Let's take a quick break here, and as we do, we'll give you more live pictures out of Southern California. Again, this is a huge fire that we're following burning just north and east of downtown Los Angeles. In fact, ash and smoke inundating the downtown area of Los Angeles because of this fire in the Angeles National Forest. Again, 105,000 acres right now and still raging out of control. The latest details coming up. And we are back. 5:55 is the time. And again, a quick update on the wildfires still burning in Southern California right now. We've got two pictures here for you live. News choppers high above here, the Angeles National Forest, where the fire now has grown to more than 100,000 acres, if you can believe it, 105 and change to be exact. And 53 homes, twice the number yesterday, that are now completely destroyed by this fire. 12,000 homes still threatened at this hour. So we're going to be following the latest with this. We also have that fire burning in Auburn as well. In fact, the governor made a tour of that area just northeast of Sacramento yesterday. We'll have the latest on what he found and what they're doing today to help folks recover and rebuild this morning. And we're also following the latest from Mexico as well, where we've got a hurricane headed their way. Hurricane Jimena nearing now Category 5 in strength. It's headed towards Baja California. And this is video of some of the rain and wind being experienced down there right about now. But the biggest, heaviest stuff still yet to come. In fact, winds in the storm clocked right now to 155 miles per hour. And forecasters say Jimena could hit the Mexican peninsula by tonight. So it's raging and rolling in fairly quickly here. Emergency workers have begun evacuating thousands of people from the shanty towns in the region. We're talking about 10,000 people who at this point are still living in shacks made of plastic sheeting, woods, reeds, things that will not withstand the winds and rains that's headed their way. So we're going to be following this for you as well throughout the morning. The time now 5:56. We've got to take a quick break here. When we come back, though, the latest on the Bay Bridge. Take a look. Only 2 days left here till a complete shutdown. If you want to know what's going on with the Bay Bridge over the Labor Day weekend and how to get around, go to our website, KRON4.com. It's all there for you. We'll be right back.